Okay, let's proceed with the coding. I think most of you were able to design the interface. I think Zainab and Sheikha also did it. Sam also did it last time. So I hope all of you were able to design it. If not, you still have time to do it, because you have to remember this activity you're going to do, we're doing today, has something to do with your assignments. Okay, that's why you have to keep in track with the discussion here. So last time I was able to do this part of the coding. Let me just explain it for the sake of those who just join us now, and for those who are not here last time. Let me just change here the coding. Maybe I could change it to 150. Okay, good. So let me just explain it. So we need 3 more libraries, the one I discussed to you yesterday. Again, let's just have a quick review of this. So we need these 3 additional libraries. The first one is network information. Then we have system.net. And then we need the system.net sockets. So I think I made this discussion last time. So this library will be able to show us the IP address of your machine and also the host name of your machine. Okay. So last time I think Anwar asked a very valid question. He asked me last time, Doctor, why do we need to make programs like this that requires to get the IP address of the machine, and why do we need to get the host name of the machine? So one practical application of that is, let's say for example, you are writing a database application and you want to monitor, to keep track of those who are editing or modifying one row in the database. Let's say for example, you want to know which computer or which IP address change the record in the database. So with that, you could monitor which user in the network are changing or doing something in your database. That's only one example. And also, if you want to make a monitoring tool, let's say for example, which time a certain host turn on the machine, you will know if that person turned on the machine on time or is not working in the office. So with that one, you can monitor by having its IP address and also its host name. Let me read some chat here. I saw some chats. Yes, I finished. Lubna, very good. Muhammad Salim Khalifa, Doctor. How to change the container button name to ping and to host IP address. How to change the container. Okay, good question. Let me go back with this. So just click this ping, this tab. The name of the tab is tab control 1. You can see it here. Okay, you can see it here. The name is tab control 1. I hope you can see my screen very clearly.
We can't see your screen, Doctor.
You can't see my screen. I shared it actually. Because Anwar shared his screen, so my screen was removed. That's why. Sorry for that. Can you see now my screen?
Yes.
Yes, now Doctor, we can see.
Okay, thank you so much. For you to change this captions, the captions here, the text here in the top of the tab control, all you have to do is to click it here, and then you will see on the right part of the properties here at the bottom, you will see some properties here which says tab control 1. Then you will see here it says tab pages at the bottom part. So these tab pages pertain to this tab page. This is also another tab page. Okay, tab page and another tab page. So going back here, for you to rename your tab pages, you have to go with collection. Just click it. It will show you an ellipsis like this. Click it. It will show you a new window like this one. It says tab page 1. Tab page 1 refers to the first tab here, which is ping. Tab page 2 here refers to host IP address here. So to change it, just click tab page 1 and go to texts. And then type ping to change it to ping. And to change tab page 2, you have to go here at the bottom and look for text again and change it to host IP address. In this case, you will now be renaming your containers. Mohammed, did I answer your question? Hello, Mohammed, did I answer your question? Please turn on your mic and answer me so that we could move on to the next segment.
Sir.
Mohammed, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, going back with the code, the one I'm discussing earlier. Can you see now the code here in my screen? Can somebody please ask me? Tell me.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Please answer me if you can't hear my question. Please answer me so that I won't be moving from chat to the interface, from chat to the interface like this, so that the discussion will be smoother. Okay, so I have a WhatsApp chat here. Let me read. It's from Azam. Let me just read what's the WhatsApp message. Okay. Booking control. Why we have booking control here? The community. Azam is, I think, telling somebody to do the installation. Okay, that's good. Azam is sharing something. Okay, going back.
I shared them how to download the application.
Yeah, I saw it. That's why I'm happy that you teach them how to do it. Very good. That's very good. You know what? Sometimes this kind of situation will give you a better results. Like what I'm saying with Zainab yesterday night. Coronavirus taught you how to learn how to install software on your own, right? Sometimes this situation is beneficial, at the same time not beneficial for all of us. So in this time, it teaches us lesson how to be independent and how to do things on our own. Especially, we could share knowledge and ideas using the online here. Going back with this discussion, I am showing to you line 11 in my code. It says using system.net.network information. So this one it will show you the IP address of your machine and the host name of your machine. So both of it will be returned back to you. And then the system.net again will allow the programmer to access the network. Okay? And this line of code here, which is sockets, okay, allows the programmer, sorry, let me just change the name here, allows the programmer to communicate over the network. You know it, right? Because we did some exercises in the .NET Framework class time for socket programming. So in this way, we'll be again using these 3 libraries here. So this libraries here, Kaliwali, this will be given to you by C# the moment you press these forms here. It will show. So last time we were able to discuss this. Let's just have to revisit for the sake of those who just joined us today. So we have one method here. We call it the method. It says private void get hostname. So the job of this method is just simply display the name of the machine. So if the name of your machine is Ali PC, it will display Ali PC. Okay, this one displays the name of the machine. Okay, anything enclosed with this means comments. Okay, this means comments. So displays the name of the machine. Let's say, for example, Ali PC. Okay, so it's Ali PC. Clear? So this one, what we will do here is just we will invoke the method DNS.getHostname. If you will see, we have DNS here. The DNS is actually part of the system.net, this one, and also this, that keep tracks of the host entry of your machine. Normally this is locally stored. The entries for your DNS is locally stored in your Windows operating system. So we just invoke it, DNS.getHostname. If you will see when you highlight it, it says provide simple domain name resolution functionality, and that is to resolve the name of your machine into a text form. So from here, we're going to transfer it here in this LBL hostname text. So what we will do here, upon loading, meaning upon showing of this form, when we run it, upon loading, this label hostname here, which is this one here, will provide you the name of your machine. So LBL hostname.text, which is this, I name it here, it says LBL hostname.text, will give us the name of the machine. So in this way, we could see which machine is running using our software here. We could keep track of the name of the machine currently where this program is running. So that's it. So if you will see, we put the commands in between the try and catch mechanism here, or code, so that we will keep track of the mistake. So if there will be any error or exception in your code, it will be displayed in form of a message box. Okay? Any question on this part of the code? Any question on this part of the code before I proceed to the next one? Anybody from the group, please? Please open your mic and say something so that I will know if everything is all right.
No, doctor.
It's not clear? No question on there? Okay, no question? Okay, thank you so much. No questions. Very nice. Let's proceed to the next code, which is this one. I want you to look at the next code here. It says this. Is the code clear? From this code up to this code. Okay? I'll get this one. Okay, good. So I'll take this code, I'll copy it, and I'll paste it in our program, in our interface. This time you won't do any coding, you just do copy paste. But what we will do is this: we will explain the meaning of the code this time. So next part is get host IP. It's not difficult to recognize what will be the job of this method. Basically, the job of this method is for you to display the IP address of your machines. This is quite similar to the same with ipconfig/all. If you have run it in your command prompt, it's quite similar to this. Okay, displays the IP address of your machine. So it says in here IP host entry. We need an object which is IP host entry. It says IP host entry host name, and then we're going to resolve the name of this host and return the entries. Okay, so these entries pertains to the This entries pertain to the IP address available in our machine. So if your machine is having multiple IP addresses, expect that it will display it. Okay. So meaning we're going to convert the content of host name, which is this one, right, into set of IP addresses. So I have a mistake in my code because I use a capital N, so I just have to change it to capital N. And then it will return, this one will return an array. Okay, this is an array of IP. So this is an array of IP from the host name that we declared earlier. It will list down all the available IP address. It will get it from this variable host name, which is the result of this get host entry method. So you will see we will be doing loop statement here, right? So loop, we are going to loop on that table because this IP address host name, let me just go with my browser here, whiteboard, online whiteboard, sorry, online whiteboard. Okay, so that array, which is IP address IP, okay, it's just like a table like this. Okay, so it has all the IP address lists of your host name. Okay, so you will see normally this could return many rows depending on which one you're going to take. It could tell you the interface name, the MAC address, and the IP. Okay, so what we will do is we're going to loop. In this, we're going to loop by running this code here, which is for loop. So it says for each IP address in this array, okay, we're going to list down, okay, IP address family equals address family dot internetwork, okay, which means we're looking for IP address, and then it will display it inside the txt adapter info. So we will just be doing concatenation many times here. So the value of all the IP addresses we looped here will be listed down on this text box here. And then we have to convert the IP address into a string, because you have to remember this is a text box, so we have to convert it into a string. And then we will just put a next line, okay, so that when we display the host names here, it will give the IP address line by line. This is the effect of this environment.new line. So you will, let's say for example 192.168.10.2, and then next line 175, so on and so forth. If you have, let's say, 5 IP address available in your machine, then they will be listed here. So this is the effect of the get host IP address. Any question here? If you have questions, so that we can move to the next portion of the discussion. Ready? Okay. I will now take this set of codes here. I'll take it here up to this part. I'll take this method, sorry. So up to here, I'll take copy and paste. I'll be doing this ping here. So this method here will help us to do ping. Okay, if you want to ping an IP address, Okay, if you want to ping an IP address, and then we will be doing it here in this method. So take note, in your assignment, please have a research on this. In your assignment, I want you to research on how to ping a host name. Okay? Because in this example, what we're going to ping would be IP address only. We won't ping, let's say for example, ping google.com. So I will reserve that for you. Okay? There is a lot of code for that. You just have to search it in Google, and I want you to modify the code here for your assignment. So you will be doing two here, either IP address or host name you're going to ping. Let's say for example, I want to ping 192.168.10.1. then when I ping, it will give me a result here. When I say google.com, it should give me a result here. So please prepare for your assignments, because I want you to do this one. In your assignments, I want you to research on how to ping a host name and not only the IP address. Sorry, let me just replace it. I want you to research how to ping not only the IP address but also the host name. Clear? So let me just explain to you the meaning of this code. It's very self-explanatory. This is one beauty of C#. The codes that you're going to do in C# are very easy to understand and not that difficult to do. So we have here a variable string which says it's ping result. Okay, this ping result here will display the results of the ping. And then we have in here ping, this a ping object equals the ping, and then we have here a method ping, which is obviously is part of this library here. Okay, the system.net. And ping, the message, I mean the packet being sent by your ping method will be passed through your sockets here. So what happens next is, if it is successful, it will be doing this. Look at this one, ping reply. We will get the reply from this ping here. Okay, ping reply, it's a variable reply here, equals ping, which is the variable here you declared, dot send text IP address dot text, meaning we're going to send a ping with this IP address you put on this txt IP address here, the one you design, this one here. So we're going to send a ping with this whatever IP address is stored on this text box with an interval of 1000. Okay, so the result will be like this. Ping result will be pinging plus reply dot address. Okay, you will see like pinging plus 192.168 blah blah blah, and then next line, and then the results here, if it is successful or not successful, it will be displayed on this variable. That's why we have the variable reply dot status, and then it will show you here the round trip, how much time it was, how much time was there for the packet to return back and to reach the destination. So text reply dot text here will just simply display your ping here. It will show the result of the ping here. Any question on this? Any question, please tell me. I hope I'm making sense with the discussion here. So if you have difficulty listening to me, please interrupt me. If you think I'm fast, please tell me if I am fast so that I could make it a little bit slower for you. Any questions so far before I proceed to the next part? Okay, Anwar says, what's the 1000? 1000 is the interval. It is the interval of the ping in milliseconds. How long we will wait until we declare a link is dead. Okay? So it means that if the host cannot reply back within 1000 milliseconds, then you will declare that host as dead, meaning we cannot ping it. Okay, very good, Anwar. No more questions aside from that? Okay, thank you so much. Next, we just have to assign. If you will see there are some commands that it says command ping click, cmd exit click, command clear click, get host IP click. So these are just button clicks. Then you will just call the methods later. So you don't have to type this, okay? No need to type this methods here. We just need to click the button, and it will create this codes for you. All you have to do is to sandwich or put this code in between this opening and closing brackets. So what do I need to do is just have to go here. Let's say, for example, ping button. When I click the ping button, I have to call the ping, the method. Which method is that for ping? This one, ping host. I just have to write here ping host. Clear? Next, I have this button clear. So the job of this clear is just to clear this. Also, if you want to clear this, you can do both. Clear this one and also clear this. So you can just simply click this button clear and then type txt IP address dot clear and same txt reply dot clear. So meaning, when I press this button clear, whatever is in here will be deleted or will be cleared. Okay? Next, we have the button here, exit. If I will press it, we need to exit the project. So it's just simply system system.exit or application.exit. Okay, like this. So we're going to exit the application. And then we have another button here, which is host IP address. When you press this one, it should get the host IP address. So just type get host IP address. This one. That's it. So that's the end of your code. So if everything is running well, when we run the program, it should give us output like this. So the name of my desktop is desktop 23Q40K9, and I want to get my host IP address. So I have 10.128.35.187. So this is the IP address I got, maybe from the Wi-Fi or whichever is giving me an IP address. And then ping. What's the IP address of Google? Let me just try CMD here. Ping google.com. So it says google.com has 172. I'll type 172.217.19. What's the other one? 14. So for now, in this example, we're only capable on pinging the IP address, but for your assignment, I want you to revise this code and add more features like the ability to ping the host name and also the ability to display the MAC address of your interfaces if you have. So let's try to do the ping. If it is successful, it should give us something like this. It says pinging 172.217.19.14. Ping result says successful. Round trip is 11. So meaning it could the packet reaches after 11 round trips. So this is how you do the output for this activity. So I will clear it. So it's clear here. So I have this get host IP. If you will see, the more you click this button, it will show all of this many times, right? So I think you have to revise the code a bit to remove redundancy here. So what we will do is whenever we press the get host IP address, it should clear it first before it display the result. Txt adapter info dot clear, so that when you run it, it will be like this. When I press it again, it should be like this, it should be like this, it should be like this. Okay? So when I press the button exit, just press this one and you will be exiting the system. So anything you want to ask? Anything you want to ask me about this? Anything you want to ask, please tell me.
Doctor,
Yes.
come back to the code.
Okay, please, no problem. What's the problem here? Tell me, please.
Get CMD get host IP. Click.
CMD get host IP. This one. Okay.
Yep. What means this one? Text adapter info.
Dot clear. We will just
Yeah.
have to clear the content of this. This text adapter info. This text box here, the name is text adapter info. So that when we press the button get host IP, it won't replicate, it won't make multiple copies of the information supplied by this. Because if you will remove this and run like this, what will happen is when I press get host IP, it will show me this. If I want to know if the IP address of my machine were updated, when you press get host IP, it replicates. Have you seen? It doubles the value. So I don't want that. That's why what will I do is I want to clear first the value here before I update it like this, so that it won't repeat many entries. So what happens now is when I run this again, get host IP, press again get host IP, there's no duplication, only the current values of the IP address assigned in this machine. So this is the use of that command. This is actually optional, but to make your code a little bit orderly, you could add this at least to avoid repetitions of information in there. Any question? Any question?
No, doctor. Clear.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, before I go with the next segment, I would like to explain to you your assignment, your first assignment for this class to be submitted in the Moodle. Okay, let me just check your first assignment here. Assignment 1. Let me just read it. Okay. For your assignment, look at this. Ready? Ready?
Yes, ready, doctor.
Okay, I'll explain the assignment. I'll make it big. So assignment number 1 is about socket programming. Okay. So I want you to create a simple chatting application that demonstrates basic client and server architecture using socket programming. So you can implement the application either by using C#, Java, and any other applicable programming languages. I think you already wrote that code in C#, right? In the practice, correct? So you just have to modify it a bit, okay? And then we have here Java. If you want to go with Java, it's fine. For those who wants to make socket programming with Java, it's fine. It's fine if you like Java. So this application should be run in the network with at least 2 clients exchanging communication over the network. Okay? So when I say 2 clients, there should be let me just clear this. Let me just clear everything here. So when I say 2 clients, you have 1 machine here. Let me just draw. You have 1 machine here, let's say for example 1 laptop, and then you have your client, your server, and then you have your client here. Okay, so you'll be running 2 applications here. This is your chat server, and then you have your client 1. Sorry for my handwriting, okay, because it's difficult to write in the mouse. Then we have here client 2. Okay, so you have to do this, but since we cannot do it in this Muscat College college lab, so what I want you to do now is to make virtual boxes. That's why I told you last time, you have to install them and let them communicate. Okay, so this is Windows 10, this is also Windows 10, this is also Windows 10 if you want. Okay, no problem for that. Okay, so it can be, you can install two VirtualBox. You can install 2 VirtualBox. So let's say 1 VirtualBox machine could be running the server, and 1 VirtualBox machine is running client 2, and your main window, your local window where you run this VirtualBox, will be your client 1. So meaning this, you can make them as, you can be your VMs. Okay, these 2 can be your VMs, 1 server and 1 client 2. So I want you to communicate like this. So this is your local machine where your where your VirtualBox were hosted. So this client 1 will ping client 2 using your Windows 10. So you have to configure your VirtualBox to communicate over the network. Okay, I think there's no problem with VirtualBox installation. You did it many times in systems programming and also with Dr. Amala, so I think it's not a problem to you. So it's not challenging so far. So I want you to provide the complete documentation of the development process, including the complete source code. Provide discussion on how the program works and how it can be used. Provide the screenshots of the IP configuration and the server and clients in your virtual boxes. So I need the screenshots and discussion of this, and then screenshots of the design, the graphical user interface and output. Please modify the design, and what do we call this one, I want you to revise it. Okay, so this time I want you to add something in your project, because if you will see in the source code of our project, we hard code the IP address, right, of the server and the client, correct? I mean the server, right? We hard code the IP address of the client. So I want you to revise your code and make it, I put a note in here so that you will see in the assignment. Note, the IP address of the server should not be hard coded, meaning I should have a text box in here. It will ask me enter the IP address of the server. Okay, like that. Because in our code, if you remember last time when we did it in the practical, the IP address of the server is in the code. So it means that if the server change the IP address, we need to change the code, which is not good actually. So you need to create a text box asking for the IP address of the server. Okay? So I want you to make a discussion of that one, how it is used, provide the screenshots of that of your program, and I want you to make a project. I want you to name your project to be like this. Let's say, for example, for the server, let's say, for example, you will call it Chat Server Lubna and Chat Client Lubna. So you'll be doing two programs. One is Chat Server Lubna and one is Chat Client Lubna. So upload your project files in Moodle in zipped folder. Maybe you know how to do it, right? So Chat Server Lubna and Chat Client Lubna. So you have to name the project, okay? The file name of each project should be in this format: Chat Server Anwar and Chat Client Anwar. So follow this formatting here. If you will be having a wrong file name, then your project will get 0 on this part. So please observe the right file names. Then the next part of the assignment, I gave you a diagram here. Do you remember this? This is in your final exam, correct?
Yes, it was in final exam.
Yeah. So what I want you to do is, I want you to map out, okay, in your code for client and server, for the client and the server, I want you to discuss which part of the code talks about socket, which part of the code is equivalent to bind, which part of the code is equivalent to listen. I think, as far as I remember, I discussed this to you in the lab, right? So I think this is not that challenging for you. So in your assignment, no need to do this part, because we use TCP, correct? In the C# program that we made in the class, we use TCP. So what I want you to do is to read every line of the code and map the socket, okay, the bind, the listen, the accept, receive, send, and close. So this is the second part of the assignment, which is how much? This is also 40 marks. So I want you to prepare a good report. Grammar, presentation, the appearance of your report and formatting will take 10 marks. And then discussion should have at least 10 references. Use APA format for citation and referencing. You have to take note of this. Repeating references will be counted as 1. Okay? So submit the soft copy to Turnitin in the Moodle. Please mind Turnitin deadlines. No extensions will be provided for late uploads. Submit the printed copy of this report along Turnitin. This one will not be true until Corona is gone. So I don't know which date we're going to put this. So I just have to remove this one because we don't have it for now because of coronavirus. I cannot give you the date. So check your similarity report. It should not be more than 20%. Okay? So please indicate the discussion for every question so that I could mark it properly. And when do you want the deadline for this? Today is March 17. When do you want the deadline for this? Let me check our delivery schedule for this one. We can make adjustment, I think, because what do you call this? Because for some issues, semester 2 course delivery schedule. should have quiz so far, but we were not able to do it because you know the problem. So quiz will be moved. It should be on March 9, but we cannot do it. So assignment, where can we make the assignment submission? It should be March 16 as per the calendar, but we can't do anything about it because of this problem. So which date you want? Can we make it by the 24th of March? Can you set it this way, March 2024? Anyways, the source code is with you already, right? So this part of the project is solved, except for one line, which is about this one. Only this part you will have to work a little bit. It's very simple. If you know the secret, it's very simple. This one, just a little bit of literature review, you can do. So basically, it's very easy. So March 24, we can't do it March 24. Just tell me. This is for almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks. Agree? Please tell me if you agree with the date or not.
I don't know, Dr. Ola.
Doctor, make it 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, fine. So you want it on the 31st. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. April 31st. No problem for this. So you don't need to submit printed copy to me. Just upload everything in the Moodle. Okay. So tonight I'll be uploading this assignment and you will see it in the evening. If I will forget it, Ali, please remind me because I am forgetful about these assignments. Okay. So we are done with the first assignment. and finish the design, like Lubna, I want to see your output if you got it right or not.
Doctor,
Yes.
how to do the books? I mean the console thing where you add the IP and things. I forget how to do it.
Which one? This server chat?
Yeah.
You just have to go to, let me just open it. I'll show it to you. Visual Studio.
Can you share your screen also? We can see it.
Yeah. So please unshare. Whoever is sharing, please unshare for the moment. Okay. Let me show to you my screen. So just go here, go to File, and then new project, and then go here, Visual C#, and then select this, Console Application. This one.
Okay, done.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So how about the ladies?
Mister, then we copy the whole thing and there?
The codes, yes, the codes, yes.
And then how to show it?
Just run it.
عزام
نعم.
أقول لك تشوف ذاك الصفة الأخيرة 1 2 3 4 5 6.
فتحت أنا الديزاينر تو.
زين. سوالهن ذيلا كوبي بخبرك وين تروح. سوالهن كوبي ذا 6 نزلهم وحدهن. حطها بوحدهن بمجلد واحد. زين. هاني خليكم تابع أوكي. ونزل هذاك تحت ال55 نزلوها وحدها بعد. شفتوها؟ ICMP.SLN.
أنور لما تسوي لهن داونلود وين تحصلهن في الفايل؟
شي عندك خيارين لما تسوي لهن داونلود.
أيوة حصلتهن في الداونلود.